Welcome to Ruby's Kitchen. Are you ready to cook dhaba style, Punjabi style and little bit my style chicken boneless? So I took 1 pound of chicken, cleaned and cut in cubes, washed it. Now I'm going to soak it in a water, add 1 teaspoon of salt, and then I'm going to put in for 1 to 2 hours in a fridge or in a cold place. You can completely skip this step, but this makes a big difference. The chicken gets really moist and better in taste. Start. Okay, so after brining for 2 hours, when it was in a salt water, just remove all the salt water, and now we're going to marinate it. We're gonna use good amount of ginger garlic paste, 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of a lot of lemon juice to increase the acidity, 1.5 tablespoon, one teaspoon salt, and 1 teaspoon of red pepper. Now we're going to mix it nicely and we'll put in the fridge for at least 30 to 45 minutes. Our marination is done and I'm going to keep this for about 30 to 45 minutes in the fridge. Cut. Let me show you the ingredients first. So we need 1 pound chicken. It's already marinated, boneless, cut in cube. Then we need really finely chopped 1 medium size onion. Because it's a dhaba style, usually there's no grinder and stuff. I didn't grind anything. And 2 medium size tomatoes I also did in a grater. Then we need 2 to 3 spoons of yogurt. Nicely strain the yogurt. I strained it with a strainer. We need whole spices, 2 cardamoms, choti ilaichi, then cinnamon sticks like dalchini, tej patta, bay leaf, 1 big cardamom, badi ilaichi, 4 to 5 cloves long, 4 to 5 black pepper, and then 2 dried chilies. And in our ground spices we need, I took half a teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, zira powder, 1 teaspoon of roasted gram flour, and then we need this kasuri methi, fenugreek leaves, dry fenugreek leaves, 1 teaspoon, ginger garlic paste, 1 teaspoon, my favorite cilantro, finely chopped, and these are 2 Thai chilies, finely chopped. So I'm going to start with all our whole spices on very low flame for 2 minutes. So it's 2 minutes. Now I'm going to add 1 spoon of ghee, pure ghee. If you want, you can completely skip it. You can make this in a butter also, or you can make it in oil. So I added 1 teaspoon of ghee. So nice aroma is coming. I can smell it. And now the masala is kind of sizzling. Now I'm going to add olive oil. You can make like any oil, or like I said, you can make it in a butter also. 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. Once the oil start heating up and the whole masala start to sizzle. Okay, the oil is kind of hot now. I'm going to add finely chopped onion. And now we're going to cook it till it gets nicely brown. And the heat will be now medium high. So once your onion are 80% cooked, so you can see now it's almost 80% cooked, we're going to add our ginger garlic paste and cook it until it gets dark brown. So like cooking is little patience and an art. So it looks almost dark brown. Now we are going to add this strained yogurt. So 2 to 3 tablespoons strained yogurt, and it's going to add on a very low heat, very low flame. Now I'm going to add half a teaspoon turmeric and cook it really well. Still on a very low flame, because if your heat or flame is high, what happens, yogurt start becoming like, you know, it start fell apart, means वो फूटना शुरू हो जाता है. So keep it on a low flame, and we're going to cook it really well. So it looks nicely cooked, our yogurt. If you can see, you can't even tell there was yogurt because I was still cooking on low flame. So now I'm adding our tomatoes, and these are grated tomatoes with the grater, and I'll add some salt. Make sure you are adding salt little, since we also had some salt when we brine the chicken, and you can always go back and add more salt. Now I'm going to turn the heat on a medium high and let it cook well, very well. Once you start seeing that oil is started to leave, like oil is separating from the masala, that means it's nicely cooked. So now if you can see, my masala is leaving the oil. See? Now we are going to add our dry masalas. This is half a teaspoon coriander powder, half a teaspoon jeera cumin seed powder. This is my roasted gram flour, and green chilies. And what else I do to add more flavor to it, if you can see, this is cilantro strands. So what we do, we cut strands separate and the leaves separate, because this adds so much flavor. I'm going to grind it. I'm going to grind it, and will add this in my masala as well. Don't need to make complete paste, just little bit. Okay. I'm going to add this as well. It brings very nice flavor, aroma of cilantro, and whatever stays in this grinder, I just don't throw it. What I do, I add some water, because anyhow we need to use water for our gravy. I try to remove everything. Why to waste it? We can use it. And after adding our dry masalas, I'm going to turn it on now, high flame, and add my marinated chicken. We're going to cook it on high flame for 2 to 4 minutes. Once the chicken starts to change its color, right now it's pink. Once it gets white color, we will bring the flame down. And you can see that all the masala is getting nicely on chicken. So chicken started to change its color, but we still need few more minutes. Don't rush in cooking, guys, because like I said, it's a lot of patience, especially our Punjabi cooking needs a lot of patience, and that's how you get all the taste. Pour your love in the cooking, and that's why it will become so yum and tasty. I hope you will like the recipes I'm sharing with you guys, because I love to share things, and you will get to learn a lot of recipes. It's not only Punjabi recipes, the one I cook. You will see. Just please don't forget to subscribe my channel and the bell button for the notifications, because I'll be bringing many more different authentic cuisines from different states of India. Chicken is kind of changing its color. It's 80% done, means not completely. Sizzling. It usually takes 3 to 4 minutes for the chicken to change its color. Almost done. And also make sure I always keep cooking it till my masala doesn't leave the oil. And once, like I said, once you see masala is leaving oil, it means it's cooked well. It's almost leaving the oil. So maybe 2 more seconds. So it looks so nicely done. It's leaving the oil. Oil is getting separated. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of water. It's up to you how much gravy you want. If you want to keep it thicker, you can add less water. If you want more gravy, you can add more water. I'm covering it, and now we will let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. In between, you can always come and stir it. Heat can be medium high. Chicken is usually very tender. It gets cooked quick. So it seems let me check. Chicken looks kind of done. You can leave the gravy, or you can let it dry. If you want to dry it more, you can turn the flame on high if your chicken is well done. Okay, so now what we're going to add, our kasuri methi, dry fenugreek leaves. Crush it with your hands. Sprinkle it. This adds more flavor to it. And I'm going to add some butter. Why not? To make it more rich. You can always skip this option if you are really health conscious about ghee, butter, but I'm going to add some richness to it. And we can see if the chicken is done. You can use a spoon to see. It looks done. Now we are going to garnish it with cilantro. You can always remove your whole spices before serving if you need to. So chicken looks good. I'm going to take it out in my dish. Okay, so let's check if the chicken is done. It's really hot, so you have to be careful when you try to break with your hands. It's so tender and moist from inside. It's completely done. It looks really yum. So this dhaba style, Punjabi style chicken is done. Please do make and let me know how was it. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for upcoming recipes. Till I bring something new for you. Bye bye guys.